Alrighty, good morning, beautiful people. So I don't know how to start this video, so I'm just getting to it. So last night I went to this special event for the LA Fashion Week. Well, it's more like a LA Fashion Month because like they're extending, like they always like extending the LA Fashion Week more and more and more. But I was part of something called the Diverse Fashion Week. I mean, this is a really amazing show, and then they like had so many people of all different walks of life. You know, people part of the LGBT community. I mean, just people of all different ages. You know, sexual orientations. You know, all of it. It was so amazing. It was great. I got invited to be a photographer there, and I'm like, whoa, like I never did anything like that. I mean, I've always wanted to because as part of being a photographer, that's like a really huge step, like doing a wedding and doing like a fashion show. That's like a really big thing because like those are like very important events for a photographer to be at, and so much work you gotta do, and it's just so amazing. Like, oh my god, I loved it. It was, you know, downtown Los Angeles, so pretty much how it says, it's like, you know, a runway, then both sides there's like, you know, all the guests and designers there, and then like the photographers are all like at the front. So like the models, they'll come like walking towards us, they'll stop, and then they'll turn back around and go out. And it was just so amazing just to like be like right there in the front in between like everybody and just getting like those front row shots. And then I was even in charge of like getting all the red carpet shots too. It was just so amazing. I'm really grateful. Like that experience was like, oh my god, it made me feel like I meant to do this. Like, because every once in a while, if you've been doing something for so long, it kind of like your love kind of fluctuates. But every once in a while you get like an amp, like a jolt, like a battery in your back, like a charge of your love for doing what you love. And man, oh man, oh man, I know I'm kind of super hyped right now, just because I'm a little bit surreal. I kind of, while I'm making this video, just, you know, seeing just all these wonderful models, so confident, so fierce. You know, they had to change several different times, and like it was 16 designers, so each of these models, they had to change like 16 times. And it was so crazy because they're going from swimwear to casual stuff to very formal stuff to very like modern stuff to very like classical stuff. Just so many different types of clothing that these models had to wear, and then they all pulled off amazingly. Like I enjoyed it. It was maybe about like maybe 6 or 7 photographers there, maybe like 3 or 4 videographers there. We were just, you know, getting so much of this footage, and you know, it was a really cool event. Maybe like 100 people there. You know, it was amazing. I just want to talk about my experience there, how I felt about it. You know, they gave me like a press pass. We got there pretty early. They set up this red carpet. People came in, like when people came in and check in, they can go like in front of the little like, you know, backdrop of the advertisers, and they get to stand behind there with their friends or significant other or by themselves, take pictures, and then they go inside and get seated, and then they get ready for the show. I mean, it was so amazing. Like they even had like little kids do a couple. They even had like really older people like do like a walkthrough. It was crazy. Like there was this person there that did like a couple runways as a photographer, but me, I never did anything like that. So for me, it was good to get that out of the way, because it was another thing that like, it was one of the last things that I kind of want to get off my list, because like I did weddings. Now I can have fashion shows off my list. You know, I did portraits, I did theater events, I did, you know, like business conferences. Like I did like so many different things. So just now to get a fashion show off my list, it's one of like the bigger, funner things that I really want to get off my list. It's super fun. There was kind of some issues about like lighting. It's weird because it's a battle between the photographers wanting as much light as possible, and the people in the runway wanting like kind of like less light, and like having a little spotlight on the runway so that the models can be seen. Kind of everything else can be that little bit dark, and like, you know, like that kind of like classical cool like vibe. So it's kind of like that battle. It's like I know, but we kind of need a little bit more light, because then it's like there's so many photographers. Since there's videographers, a rule is like you can't have flash since there's videographers, because it'll mess up the video. And of course it'll mess up the other photographer's flash, because flash, like your flash, like you compensate for your own flash. Like another photographer can't compensate for your flash because it don't work like that, you know. So that made it a little bit more difficult. Because there's like the people that, these two guys that kept using flash during the show, and then people kept telling them, no, stop using flash. Then they did stop, and then only for like a couple of designers, but then for like the last few designers, they were like bringing their flash on again. It's like, bro, stop using your flash. You know, it's messing up your shots, because like I said, a flash is like, you have to compensate per your flash. Not everybody else can compensate for a flash. Anyways, that was my little gripe about it. But other than that, I was able to get some amazing shots. I even got a little video, as you guys saw in the film. Yeah, man, LA Fashion Week, it was amazing. Like I said, this is just another little quick video. Nothing too crazy, just a little update. Alright guys, so thank you guys for joining this video. I will be doing more videos about whatever you guys want to know. About tips and tricks, about story times with Devone. Anything you guys want to know, I'm your man. Thank you guys very much. Whew.